It's like a nightmare, man. It's you know, I can't even sleep. I'm just frustrated. My heart is just aching, man. And, you know, as a father, man, you know, a praying man.
Bernard Robinson is begging for answers about how his daughter, Shanquella, died last month in Cabo.
I just want some truth, because this don't even add up right.
He says he and his wife were told Shanquella died of alcohol poisoning, but the autopsy says she died due to injuries to the spinal cord and neck. A video has now also surfaced showing someone attacking Shanquella.
Through the grace of God, I think I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, sir. God God not gonna fail me. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Information out of Cabo authorities has been difficult to obtain, so I called phone numbers associated with all of her friends who went on the trip.
The subscriber you have dialed is not in service.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So you telling me, and this is a sentiment that I'm hearing from people that's then even shared this with me in the first place, because when I first started getting this popping up in my email box, I'm trying to figure out like, wait. And then I talked to Rita, and Rita was like, "Oh yeah, Anton, you ain't heard about that?" And I'm like, "Heard about what?" And she said, "Oh girl, she was over in Cabo with her homegirls, and the word on the street specifically is that they all beat her up over there and left her over there." If this be the case, then I'd have to say overwhelmingly that women are way more savage than men ever could be. And then they came back talking about she died of alcohol poisoning. Man, come on. This is so many red flags. Every last one of them is probably going to be up under the jail by the time this is all said and done.
So the numbers are now disconnected, but two of them went straight to voicemail.
Sorry, mailbox is full.
I texted both of them and also paid them a visit since they have Charlotte addresses. No one answered at the first store, and the same with the second. And while no one was home when I rang the doorbell this afternoon, a neighbor did tell me this morning they spotted CMPD outside this person's home. I sent an email to
Somebody
CMPD
going to jail.
asking why they were there. CMPD says they are not involved in the investigation since the case happened in Mexico. I also sent an email to the Records Division asking for a police report, and I was told it will take 24 hours for it to be available. As Channel 9 continues to seek answers, so does Shanquella's dad.
I'm not giving up. I am not giving up. I'm very confident that I'm gonna have a peace of mind.
Listen, I'm sorry, sir, but your daughter should have never been down in Cabo with a bunch of friends. And it's not his fault, and I feel sorry for him, but I'm not really sure that God can help him in this situation at all. You know, unless the police really start to get involved with it, which somebody else sent me another video. And so I want to share this other video before I really start breaking this down and going into it. Let me share this video with y'all.
Some breaking news just into our newsroom within the past hour. We're learning that the Charlotte FBI field office has officially opened an investigation into the death of a woman on vacation in Cabo, Mexico back in October. Now, Queen City News first brought you the story about Shanquella Robinson's mysterious death last week. As anchor Morgan Francis reports, police investigating the case are sharing what they've discovered so far.
Thursday, Mexican authorities told Queen City News Shanquella Robinson's friends lied to them about what happened to her prior to her untimely death on October 29th.
They lied to him. They lied. Listen, the only time that you start to lie is if you start to cover something up. And this is why I wanted to share both videos, because I haven't seen either of them. But, you know, just from the titles of them, I said that, hey, I'm going to play this one first and then I'm going to check out this one second, because when I seen that it said the FBI is getting involved, you can forget it. It's going to be a lot of snitching. It's going to be a lot of storytelling. It's going to be a lot of lies. But the question still remains, how can you be so evil, egregious, and ugly to where y'all beat somebody up allegedly, based off of what's being communicated to me? Y'all beat somebody up and leave them over in an entirely different country, come back and lie because the authorities allegedly is saying that they lied to them. over in an entirely different country, and then you lie talking about she died from alcohol poisoning. What?
An officer investigating the case says they interviewed 2 friends at the villa in Cabo who said Shanquella Robinson had alcohol poisoning. The same story her family says they told them.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poisoning. They couldn't get a pulse.
It was.
And so them video cameras came out and it's showing that it's a scrap. Now, when they do that autopsy, what makes you think that they're not going to do an autopsy and find out exactly how she really died, because they don't want the tourism problems and the issues that come along with it. And they're going to share exactly what's going on, because we all know that over in Cabo and a lot of these other places, the majority of their money come from tourism.
Until her autopsy came back that Mexican police discovered she had a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae.
They beat that chick down so bad. Oh man, is this the video?
They also didn't see this video showing Robinson get.
So they, hold on, wait. Before I get into this video, you telling me that they had already did the autopsy report to show that she actually got stomped out, beat up, and somebody is recording. So here's the question. Who's recording? Who's recording, yo? Somebody going to jail.
Violently assaulted until Wednesday. For that reason, their investigation is still open, and they're looking into her death.
There's a huge financial incentive to keep Cabo open and to.
I just said that. I literally just said that because I look at and this is why this is the Millionaire Morning Show, because I look at everything from a business perspective, because I understand that it all in some way, shape, or form is going to come back down to the money, and somebody going to go to jail because nobody's trying to be financially responsible for these hood rats going over there beating up a girl, beating her up until she dies, and then coming back and lying, acting like it's something that's alcohol poisoning related to what's happening in the country. No, fam. You're going to have to take your L, and this is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. This is why a lot of these people is not mature enough to really be able to travel by themselves, because you don't hear this type of junk from other cultures.
Keep people feeling safe. So to the extent they can find, prosecute, and incarcerate the people that did this, in my opinion, they're going to try to do it.
Kurt Kearns is an international attorney with experience litigating international crimes and investigations. Some of what he has to say might not be the most promising news.
It's a sovereign state. So that's the first misunderstanding a lot of people have, is that, hey, man, if I'm an American and I'm in trouble somewhere, boy, they'll come to my rescue. And the reality is, not unless there's a really big interest internationally in coming to your rescue, because they will not upset international relations with a sovereign nation just to help.
Just because they want to help you cover up a crime. No, you did what you were supposed to do, or you did what you did over in there, and so they're going to do what they're supposed to do to make sure that you prosecute it, because they're not going to upset long-standing international relations because you wanted to go over there and do some ponquisha stuff.
Wow.
The police officer investigating the case tells Queen City News if they find evidence that leads to an arrest, they have authority to bring the group back to Mexico and, quote, they will have to answer to Mexican law. While the FBI and U.S. State Department say it's not their jurisdiction, it doesn't mean they can't investigate either.
Upon invitation, FBI can come in and assist. Upon, invitation, the State Department can get more and more involved, but it's only upon invitation, i.e., do they want us there?
Here's the key, though. Here's the key, and I want to get y'all thoughts. Make sure that y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And then more importantly, hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications. Here's the thing, though. Do they need the FBI in order to investigate and determine that these chicks is over here doing some dumb junk and they basically killed a girl? That's insane. This is crazy. Yo, let me know what y'all think. Comment below and let me know what y'all think about this, because I think that this is egregious. I think that this is one of the worst things that can possibly happen to somebody's daughter that's going over and hanging out on vacation, and then they never come back, and then not only are they lied to, but then a video surfaces about them getting their daughter getting beat up. I want to know what y'all think. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.